It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Wonderful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be my next victim? I mean neighbor? Oh yeah. I figured the Mr. Rogers treatment is best for this one. Yeah. If your name is Cleb, chances are you've just been hit in the head. Hey, how's it going? I'm you, bitch. Oh, yeah, there we go. Chances are you've been hitting the fucking noggin and you've forgotten your entire life. So you're watching all these videos like in some fucking movie, trying to remember all your bullshit. Always remember, first off, how's it going? Beat yourself. Trust nobody. Always trust nobody. You've just been hit with dementia. And this is you. Past you talking. Helping you remember your memories. Trust no one. Except mom. Mom helps you in every time period. The only person to truly trust. Everyone else, no reason to trust them. Everyone that you trusted, you know, that you seen as a mentor is fucking dead. So, anyways. Let's see, what are we? October 18th, 17th? Something like that. It's like 9 in the morning. October. A little update. Extend the fucking mouse problem for currently has been subdued. Nothing ever gets solved in this fucking shitty ass world. The reason I don't have a lot of energy today is just because I'm tired. Alright, it relates to today's subject, which is the blood walk. You're going to be going on a blood walk with me. Everyone, we're all going on a blood journey. Alright? So, technically, you got so much bullshit, right? There was like, when you were born, first let's start off with that. When you were born, you were fucking basically dead as fuck. You were dead. You were not breathing. You were just like, nah. I already know the bullshit I'm going to perceive. Butterfly effect, go back in time, kill yourself as a child. That's basically, it's just like, when I came out, I wasn't breathing. It was probably because I was stabbed while in the womb. It's crazy that happens. Who knew if you stab a wound... This is public information, by the way. If you stab a womb while the fucker's growing, he stops growing and dies. Who fucking knew? I guess you had to be a rocket scientist. You had to be there. Right? Anyways, you can tell I have a little bit of tension with that. Alright, so now, first bullshit of the evening, memory problems, which has been the basis of this fucking show. You have long-term memory damage. So basically every 10 years, boom, fucking memory dumped. There were people that started popping up in my life like 5 years ago, 2 years ago. How long has it been since I made that video? The people just start popping up. And I was supposed to have known them. And at first I thought people were just fucking with me. Right? I thought people were just like, oh, you knew them, just because they know I have memory problems. And that's why I say don't trust anyone. Trust me when I'm telling you, you do have memory problems, because there were pictures of you hanging out with these fucking people that supposedly just randomly fucking exist now for no reason. There's no explanation for it. You apparently had fucking, every 10 years, you just forget. Which you're like, oh, you're only like 27? So it's only happened to you twice. Oh, yeah. Who knows? I'm giving an estimate. I think it really happens every 5 years. Every time we move, I just lose the last place. I just have fragments. Cause so mom, we used to have a problem with thinking too much about the future, which is clearly something you do. I mean, I'm making a video to my future self. You think I have problems with it? I have trust issues to this fucking level. I'm making a video to prove to you these are your fucking memories. Alright? That's how much fucking trust issues I have with it. So it's like, your memory problems. One. First thing. Going right into it. Right? Memory problems since birth. I mean, short term, it's kind of spotted. It's not as bad. Like, if I look away from something and I'm not thinking about, like, numbers are really fucking bad. If I look away from numbers longer than I'm supposed to in my mind, that the rules I give to myself, I will forget them. If it's like if it's a 6 numbered fucking number, if it's more numbers than like 6, it's gone. I have a lot of memory problems. But that's not to say I don't remember my past. I remember my fucking actual. I mean, obviously, if I was as bad as I'm exaggerating it, I wouldn't be sitting here looking like Mr. Rogers. Alright, I'd be in a cave living under a bridge, like Kurt Cobain, blowing my brains out at 24. Right? I mean, just saying. So, but here's the thing. You also have this fucking bullshit thing. You had insomnia too. That was the last video. Don't need to go back into it. You were born with that shit. That shit is basically fucking genetic. And I don't know, maybe I think it's just like at some point your body matures enough and you grow out of it. I don't know. Or maybe you don't. Maybe some people don't. Maybe some people do. You're a late boomer and everything. When you were 5, you were basically like almost 5 foot, which is insane when I see people walk around and they're little tiny ass baby fucking children, that look malnourished and they're not supposed to be malnourished. They look like they're infants and toddlers and they're fucking supposed to be 10. When I was 10, motherfucker, I was 6 fucking foot. Practically. I mean, it's like, oh, you were an inch away. What 10-year-old is 6 foot? Mere 6 foot. List up all the fucking top 10-year-olds. Just saying. Alright, I don't have an issue with you, Clem. It's just, here's the thing. God, you have so much shit too. Your blood stuff, I could get into the blood stuff. So, you have a disorder, ITP. It's a disorder that, like, every once in a while, people get it. You have to be born with it, and then sometimes you're not born with it. It's such a weird fucking disorder that nobody ever gives a shit to learn about. That, I mean, literally in your family, only like 4 people, including yourself, have it. And it's all from the Irish side. You're half Spanish and Arab and half fucking Irish. Who fucking would have guessed? From my appearance and my personality, I'm a tall, fucking, large-mouthed asshole. That's just how it is. Right? So, you have fucking ITP. So, what the fuck is ITP? Long-ass name. That's what it is. It's a long-ass fucking name that I'm not going to remember. Right? It's 80... It's like those fucking assholes at CERN. 80 fucking syllables? I'm not remembering that shit. ITP. It's like a... Your blood is thin. Like water, basically. So, whenever I'm walking around and people think I'm high as fuck, it's actually because I'm bleeding into my fucking eyes. Normal thing for me. Maybe it's not normal for other people, but for you, Cleb, don't worry about it. You're fucking normal. You bleed every single time you brush your teeth, regardless of how often you brush your teeth. Every time you go to the bathroom. Number 2, specifically, always blood. Number 1, only sometimes. it's about an orange. You know what I mean? I mean, you clearly have seen it. I have made so many fucking videos. If there was a pissologist, he would compare fucking results of piss tests, samples from the past videos. Anyways. So, blood. Your blood shift. Sorry, hold on. Is that good? 10 minutes? Wow, only 10 minutes in. That's crazy. So, you've had this kind of thing, kind of like you're fucking born with it, all right? You don't just pop in and you're like, oh, I fucking have ITP all of a sudden. That being said, you can have it from birth, like obviously, but not activated. Like, you can have it to a level where you're like in remission, where they call, you're not fucking currently on your deathbed, which you fucking will be when it acts up, in a way to put it. I don't know the medical terms. Alright, I'm a fucking amateur writer. I'm not a doctor in any way, shape, or form. You just filled out your insurance shit because you got one wisdom tooth, one single one. And you're trying to get it out because it's raping the top fucking teeth. Anyways. There are people that can have it from birth and have no problems their whole fucking lives. Like fucking Dave. Remember Dave from the last one? He has ITP too. His sister had ITP. Went in for a dental fucking surgery. Fucking died. Because if you have to tell the doctors you have fucking ITP, because if you don't, they will cut the wrong thing and kill you. Because you will bleed and bleed and bleed and bleed and bleed and nothing will stop it. Nothing. They can try drugging you, but you can't take anything. Bitch, so you're gonna fucking die. So just tell them beforehand you got fucking ITP. And then they do their fucking procedures, they're really fucking careful. They like millimeter cuts. They can't cut the wrong spot at the wrong time or it fucking kills you. Which I've been on my deathbed a billion fucking times. But the craziest thing is, as a child, I was never fucking sick. Never sick. The crazy thing, Mom was sick her entire childhood. She literally was constantly dying of everything left and right. You name it, she was dying of it as a child. Thanks to fucking dipshit fucking Margie. You know that. Everyone knows that. She got away with it. She's dead. Who gives a fuck? Anyways, Mom was always sick as a child. Now, as an adult, never fucking sick ever. I maybe see Mom with a cold sometimes, but it lasts like a day, and then it's fucking gone. Mom could survive the fucking next plague. She could survive. She's basically immortal now, so that's just how it is. But because I never sick as a child, not even so much as a fucking cold. Yeah, I didn't sleep fucking like ever, but I had energy, and I was never fucking sick. Come teenage years. Teenage years will pop up, and nobody knows about ITP at this point. Nobody has any fucking clue. You go to Northeast, great school in the middle of fucking bum-ass nowhere. It's a great school, though. You go there, the only good experience you ever had in school. Everything else was absolute torture, and I'm not fucking exaggerating. Literally, going to college took me this long. Like, I'm thinking about going to college, doing, like, filming and whatever. You already know that. You're probably already making shit. You better be fucking making shit. I swear to God, you better be making some shit. You better be making all the Flash bullshit I'm coming up with. I swear to the fucking stars above, buddy. Anyways. Dying. Nobody knew about ITP. Until your brother had it. Your brother caught it. When he was like fucking... Basically the moment he detached himself from the fucking mouth stomach. Soon as it came off, and soon as he was detached from the tit, fucking dying. All because he had the worst case. You see, with certain blood types, it works differently, obviously. That's like having, is your blood full of bullshit? Or is it so fucking never been evolved to anything that it's clear? So his was so open and clear that the fucking common cold could put him on his deathbed. That's how it was. And so that's how it started. That's how it fucking began. It began when he was like 4 and he finally got out of it. It was years of watching him being experimented on like motherfucking Bucky Barnes being fucking experimented on, literally cut open, torn open, electrocuted, reattached. Some of that's exaggerated, some of it's not. They literally did that shit. They had to invent fucking medicine in order to cure him. Cure him? You can only do it when they're young. Because someone like me, who didn't know I had it until I was being poisoned. Sorry, I heard a bird outside. I thought it was something else. You started getting poisoned from this person who fucking tortured you your entire life. So he tried to poison you and your entire family. Mom got sick all of a sudden from fish oils. It's not possible. It's not possible to be allergic to fish oil. He was trying to poison us so he could kill us. Whole story. That's another story for another time. The fucking retards that ruined your life. How about that for next one, shit ass? Huh? I'll tell you exactly the people you need to trust, Club, in the next ones. Anyways, getting off track. This fucker was poisoning you. So obviously, your blood's acting up. You start dying. You used to jump off of buildings. Like when I say I was never sick as a child, and I've never broken a bone, people think that as to mean that I was sitting inside, indoors, reading books like a fucking librarian my entire life. Motherfucker, I was jumping off buildings. Literally. With my mom being like, oh my god, he's jumping off buildings. Fucking ask her. I literally only ever broke my thumb. You can't see it from there, but I have a little cut right there. And I threw the rock up, went to go grab another rock. I was throwing rocks into the fucking river, crushed my fucking thumb. Came down, boom, crushed it. Only bone I've ever broken in my body. Without the lack of trying. I've gotten into fights. I've literally fallen off of buildings. I've thrown myself off of buildings. I've been thrown through walls, windows, motherfucking doors. I have been beaten, destroyed, treated like shit. Didn't break a fucking bone in my body. I should be beyond dead. But I'm a fucking zombie. I just suck up the pain and move on, because that's all you can fucking do. You know, there are other ways that I got rid of my pain. We already fucking know that. You already watched the last one. So, you literally never sick, right, as a child. And then all of a sudden you got sick again. Sorry, there's this fucking bird outside. It won't shut the fuck up. It just keeps going off. So, this stupid fucking bird. This fucking, my life, alright? I started actually getting sick for the first time in my life when I was like a teenager. I don't remember how old I was. It had to be around senior year, because even though when you were in school, you were in high school, you could have been an A student, but you learn quickly that if you're an A student, people will treat you like shit, and they will expect only excellence from you. So if you stayed at a B and C, people fucked off. They just thought you were the average Joe, which became the beginning of a different fucking story entirely. Anyways, So it had to have started in senior year. Senior year, Kodo was in remission. Never got sick again until he went and lived with his dumbass fucking retarded father. Started dying again. Ho-ho! I told him as soon as he went over there he was going to start dying. Started dying the fucking moment he went over there. Within a month. Don't trust anyone but yourself and Mom Club. It just goes to show people are fucking retarded. Anyways. Senior year, you started getting bruises and shit. I mean, with all the fucking shit was happening to you, of course you were getting bruises. But they were finally showing up. You know, I didn't have my regenerative fucking abilities anymore. I was losing energy. And they gave me plasma for the first time. You know, I went to the fucking hospital. They said, oh, you got fucking ITP too? And we just found out that your grandfather, which is Dave, had ITP as well. Probably because he was ran over by a fucking semi. That'll activate it. That'll crush your fucking cells to nothing. Right? Mine was being poisoned. Coda's was existing. Veronica, whatever the fuck her name was. I don't remember her name was. She literally just got a dental surgery and fucking died. Don't know anyone else in the family who's had ITP. But since then, life's been fucking agonizing. Since that fucking moment, everything in life is fucking horrible. What I mean by that is that everything became harder. Everything that used to be easy became a fucking nightmare. Everything to showering to literally getting out of bed are struggles, which sound fucking dumb. Yeah, of course, if you have energy after you wake up, I don't wake up like that. I wake up in pain. I have also possibly fibromyalgia, some form of it. I have literally chronic pain all over my fucking body all the fucking time, which is not surprising because I have a blood disorder. You know, and everything feels like if you sit on your limb, like if you sit on your hand for too long and it goes numb, but then it starts coming back and it starts feeling that tingly feeling, that is how I'm feeling constantly. My feet are feeling it, my hands, my body, everything, to my tongue, to my fucking eyelids. It's like being aware constantly of every inch of space in your body. It's crazy. It's fucking terrible. But I've learned to live with it. The pain, the constant, and I had stomach pain, right? Your inner organs are so fucking large because one day, many years later, you go to the doctor and be like, wow, I have this stomach pain. I wonder why. You have all these medical problems. You go there and they learn that your stomach, your organs are bigger than they're supposed to be. You have fatty, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. You literally, organs are way too big for your body. And I think that's just because your body was in overtime. Because when I was in high school, I barely survived. I purposely got B's and C's so people would fucking shut their fucking mouths. But when senior year came along, I was like, I'm either gonna stop doing school, or I need to focus entirely on my medical stuff. It was becoming too much. Getting up and surviving the will of the day was impossible. Next to fucking impossible. So I went in the principal's office. I was like, hey, I can't keep doing this shit. I need to focus on one thing. Which is my problem today, which is really fucked up. But they actually really worked with me, which is the only school that's ever done that, ever, and it will never happen again. It was the planets aligned once, and there are times where I would spend an entire week in my bed puking up bile, which is the inner lining of your fucking stomach. If you've ever puked and then you puke the color shit, You know, like you're puking and you're like, oh, it's just yellow, right? And then it comes out red. And then it comes out like fucking other fucking colors. Starts becoming purple. Shouldn't be coming out purple and blue and shit. Not right. Green. Oh, God. That was such a horrible, 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 horrible fucking time period. It was an awful time period. And if I ever had to live it again, I would kill myself. I'm not even fucking kidding. It's just like, it was such a painful experience. I never want to go through that again. So, that would periodically, it happens every couple of years. You see, because you didn't find out you had ITP until you were an adult, almost an adult, it has repercussions. A person who has ITP when they're a little kid, no worries. No worries in the world. They just keep giving you the right medicine until you're in remission. Then you're either completely insane, or you fucking just don't remember. Which seemed to be the fucking results, you know, but it's like, you were too old. So, you have to keep coming back every once in a while. And, can't drink alcohol, because it's a blood thinner. Spicy food, blood thinner. Anything that's a blood thinner. NSAIDs, any prescription medication that says NSAIDs, you cannot take. It's a blood thinner. You will fucking die. Because of all the brain shit that was going on from the last video, and you went to the doctors because you were trying to cure yourself of your possible schizophrenia, you ended up in the hospital then too. I've been having seizures left and right. That's another thing. I almost forgot. I have seizures. When I was a little kid, I used to have seizures. And then when you were also a little kid, the only thing you've ever overcome is the ability to absorb sorbitol. Literally, you used to have it, like, one of your sisters has it. You can't drink apple juice because you'll fucking vomit your skeleton. Yeah, you used to have that when you were a kid. You were lactose intolerant. But at some point you went, I'm good. And now I can consume it. I can drink milk perfectly fine. I can drink apple juice, other juices. Sorbitol is a chemical that they use to, like, clean the other fucking chemicals, fruits, juices and whatnot. They put it in all the apple juice shit. So, apple juice is put in all the juices, obviously. So, yeah. Anyways, it's like, hold on. Juice break. Oh, yeah. So when you were a little kid, you used to have seizures. There were certain video games you couldn't play because you would have seizures. Flashing lights. Too much. I used to have this game I really loved. Rock'em Sock'em fucking Robots. Oh my god. I fucking remember that game. It was the coolest game. You could play as all these different robots. You could fight other robots. But if you won, you could keep a body part of theirs. And they would have a special ability. That game was flashy as fuck. And it gave you seizures. But it was a fun fucking game. I can play it now, of course. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Seizures have been happening to me again. Now, when I don't eat a certain amount of... If I don't eat any food for a long period of time, my body will shut down. It's happened twice, and it's fucking terrifying. I was at club. You were at your sister's graduation, Kadia's graduation, and you were just sitting there, ready to fucking take the video, and all of a sudden, your heart started going 1,000 miles an hour, your vision started collapsing, you couldn't breathe, and you were about to fucking literally lose all control of your body. You were like, you could feel yourself collapsing. Somehow you made it out and you survived, obviously, but it happened again. You with Jacob out in the middle of fucking nowhere, just like watching him play his music, helping him with his bullshit. Didn't eat all day long. Both days didn't eat. And first your hands start shaking. and then you start getting like a headache. I actually, the second time I started to notice these signs that my hands were shaking, and it's like your hands feel cold, but they're not. Like you're in a fucking, it was hot as fuck that day. That's how I knew it was happening. Um, hadn't eaten anything. Almost fucking, it feels like you're dying, honestly. Like your heart races and your vision starts leaving you. And so it feels like you're fucking dying. So that's happened twice. And I basically, you know, limped my way to the vehicle and car and just fucking passed out. And I got that too. I got the seizures fucking returned, you know. And then the stomach thing, skin is always fucking hurting all the time. It's almost like all the pain is already too much. Nobody has to deal with that. No one on this earth besides a collect few. Everyone in your life is like, why don't you have more energy? Why are you so, you seem so, down in the dumps all the time? Well, I'm not down in the dumps. I am doing my best to stay positive. Be positive, because that's my blood type. Be positive. Be positive. Even though you're fucking dying constantly, gotta be positive about everything. Just gotta be delusionally happy for no fucking reason, because fuck the real world. Am I right? Kill yourself. Boop be doop. Anyways, so yeah, that happened. When I was like in high school and I was like almost dying, I graduated a week early. I just want to get that straight. I was on my deathbed in senior year of high school. I graduated a week before my friends did. I had enough time to grow a mustache. I was a teenager, so I didn't have facial hair, obviously. I'm like almost 30 now. But then I always had a clean face, I had long hair. I had enough time to grow a mustache and put it on an ID. I got my ID that same week. And I didn't have a driver's license yet. It's crazy because on my ID I still have that mustache, the long hair, and it is so fucking crazy. I can't even believe it happened. My friends thought I dropped out or I died or something because they were like, "Oh man, I haven't heard from you for like weeks." Because the last days I spent in high school, I said, it was literally like a couple months from all of us graduating, and I was like, I can't do it. I'm fucking dying. I literally have to focus on my medical shit day to day. Like, I can't just keep going being like, I gotta wait till the weekend. Oh, is everyone closed on the weekend? It's like I either had to quit school or I had to I just fucking die, I guess. And just go to school, you know what I mean? But I was gonna come back later and finish it, but I was like, no, you know what? I don't want to do this shit again. I'm finishing this stupid fucking shit. And I finished it. But the whole time I was dying, oh, fuck. The whole time I was dying, it was horrible. Literally, I would come in early as possible. I'd come in like 6. So when I say I'm coming in at 6, that means I had to wake up at 5. Earlier than that, waking up at like 4:30, showering, best I can. Go there 5. It's in the middle of nowhere, so it's like a couple hour drive. And by the time I would get there, it'd be like 6 something. I would not leave that school until nighttime. Because I would go there one day and I would work on one subject. And I would just keep working. There was a lady who helped me. All the fucking teachers there who helped me. I remember them, Mrs. Scuff, Miss Daniels, Miss, oh man, there's another lady who helped me. I almost don't want to say her first name, but I can't remember her last name. But I remember Miss Daniels and Miss Farrell would always call her Barbara, right? She was a nice lady. She was a no nonsense person, which I would be like that now. Like if I had to talk to my teenage self, I would be the same way. I was a fucking asshole. I'm an asshole now, but I'm less of an asshole, because it just happens when you fucking mature. You just grow the fuck up. But they're all great. They're all great. I couldn't ask for better fucking teachers at that point in time. Mom, best teacher of all. I learned how to fucking read and write. By the time I was 5, I was already reading. I've never not learned not reading. I've never looked at words and been like, oh, what the fuck does that say? I've always known reading. It's always been a thing, Anyways, maybe I'll do that next time on my writing fucking adventures. Or maybe I'll just do a video telling you why you're so cynical. Why are you such a cynical fuck? Maybe I've already done that video. Maybe it's already happening. Maybe I'm already losing my mind. So you've gone back and forth in your life between taking medicine, not taking medicine. Because you know what the thing is? The thing is that what I have, it's incurable. I will have it to the day I die. Regardless if that's in 10 years or in 80 fucking years. It's just not a thing that you can cure in my time period. Maybe someone in the year 6012 has the fucking cure on every corner shelf. They're like, oh, you have ITP? Ain't no thing. Just go to Walgreens and get a shot. Go to Walgreens Co. Get a bar, scan your little barcode on your fucking wrist that's imprinted on every human being in the year 6012 and be injected with the medicine that's bought in every corner store. That's to say if Walgreens makes it to 6,000 years in the future. Yeah, so that's actually where a lot of your pain came from. Other pain was just friends and family dying that I didn't want to die. But it's out of your fucking hands, the blood... God, the blood shit is so bad. I will literally walk around. I'll wake up. I'll take a shower. My eyes will be beet red. And because of how I act, how I dress, not right now, but when I'm out and about, people think I'm a stoner. Because my eyes are bloodshot. Why? Because I'm bleeding into my fucking corneas. That's why. I've never done any drugs. Obviously, I would die. I just told you I fucking lived an entire life with nothing but seizures, fucking blood problems. I've never done anything. The only thing I've ever done is I've smoked a cigar every now and then for a celebration, because that's what you do. And if I make a mafia movie in the future, then I will smoke one then. Only on special occasions, I believe that you should smoke. I mean, you're not like... I'm like, you like, don't inhale it. You just kind of like pretend. But it's the only thing I've ever done. Cigars. Which, that's nothing. If you've known my family history, they're literally either fucking all dead because they were all part of drug deals and mobster shit. Oh my god, out the fucking wazoo. There's only a handful of people left on my dad's side. It's literally, you're just like, oh, it's just a coincidence. No, they were all murdered. Literally fucking months ago, I had an uncle who was just beat to death. No fucking reason. It's like, oh, coincidence my ass. Maybe I'll do a video about that next time. So, the thing is, Club, you can't have anything. You can't drink. You're practically in a millimeter away from being Mormon, and the millimeter is just the beliefs, because belief, it doesn't matter what you believe. There's things out there that exist in the world, in the universe, And that's it. There is no belief system. You can't just, like I was saying, I lived in a world of delusion. So I live in the real world now, and there's no such thing as opinions or belief. You exist because you fucking have no goddamn choice. You're born into the world because of other people's actions. You suffer because of other people's actions. The only true thing that you can control is what you do. That's what you've learned in life, Club. That's what you've learned. You know? And you've endured so much fucking bullshit. You also almost died because of a tooth. I should have mentioned that. There was one time I had my tooth broken and I literally was dying. They said that if I had not gone when I did, I would have died. And that's why actually I have this tooth right now, my wisdom tooth. It's fucking up my teeth. So, it may happen again. Every time they have to do surgery on you, it's scary because you have a fucking blood disorder. Why wouldn't it be scary? This is what it is. Anyways, you whore. This thing is barely balancing. So, you know, you got problems. You got medical problems out the fucking wazoo. People are like, why are you so cynical all the time? 2 reasons. My experiences with people, and I'm dying all the fucking time. Everything hurts. I'm always in pain. But I still smile regardless. Behind this smile is a face of a fucking psychopath. Sociopath, mind you. I'm not good with words. You've been here to prove it. Oh my god. Drink plenty of prune juice, Gleb. Them wrinkles ain't gonna iron out themselves. You old fuck. So, I'm gonna go and see if I think of any more stuff. Yeah, just living with ITP is fucking horrible. It's all, you get petechiae all over you. It's usually how you know that you're fucking dying. You don't feel it. You know, it's not like you take out, you know, usually it's like, for me, like it'll be all over my body, my arms and stuff, because that's where I'm like, where I wear mostly. I wear a lot of hoodies, so it's around those areas. You'll put a lot of petechiae around there. And it's just blood breaking underneath the skin. That's all that is. Don't freak it out, you know. So I'm gonna go and turn in this insurance form before you die of another fucking tooth infection. And then I'm gonna buy a Halloween burger at Burger King. Have a Halloween meal, perhaps. And Wall Club, as is. I hope you're doing good. You know, it's like a love-hate thing. Like some videos, we're talking shit to each other. In other videos, I truly hope that I'm doing something good in the future. I sure hope that I'm doing stuff with filming and comic books and writing. And I'll do my best to make it happen, but very difficult when I'm dying every other year. Oh yeah. One last thing before I go. Alright, let me tell you one last thing. So there was this one time you went to fucking there was this thing with a couple of friends that you have that's called Guys Trip. You went on it. You went on Guys Trip. And this Guys Trip where they just like get away from their wives and whatnot. It's just a trip of guys. All the dudes and their friends. We go there. Because you have a big liver, you can drink a lot without getting fucked up. So you did that. You went on that thing. You drank and drank and drank and drank and drank and drank and drank. You won. There was a wizard fucking staff thing going on. And you won. But when you came back, you no, you want to think it was? I think it was before that. You know where I was prior to that trip? At Six Flags. You know what I did at Six Flags? I rode every single fucking roller coaster at max speed. And you know what every single roller coaster ride says? If you have any blood problems, or you're pregnant, or you're fucking just retarded, don't ride this motherfucking ride. That's what it says. So, I said, fuck you. Don't tell me how to spend my vacation. You went on the rides. You almost died. Then you came home and your friend was like, hey, are you doing anything? I'm like, well, technically I'm not doing anything right now. Because we just got home. He's like, hey, want to go on vacation? Want to go have fun in the woods? Camping and stuff? I was like, excuse me. It's kind of been forever since I've been camping. It'd be fun to go on. Went there, came back on my deathbed. Almost died from that experience. From Six Flags and then doing that shit back to back. And eating nothing but like beans and shit. Like, I made that video where I said I almost died. That was then. And I did a thing in the beginning where I'm like, I only ate beans and it's like, I was just fucking around. I actually, I did not have a good nutritional calorie intake at that point. So it's not entirely untrue. But that wasn't why I was dying. It was because I went on 2 vacation trips and had fun for once in my life. Instead of everything always being on the edge, being like, oh, better not do this because you're going to fucking die. Because that's your entire fucking life. Because if I'm not living, then why am I alive? That's what I say. Look at that, 47. That seems a little long. So we'll stop it at 47. Alright, and we'll see you next time, you fucking piece of shit. Just kidding. Alright, fuck you.